We've been talking about the potent weapon of exposing hypocrisy. It's one of our greatest pushback weapons to fight tyranny. That's because those who seize power often do so by lecturing the rest of us. Yet those same cronies get caught doing the very thing they told us not to do. Case in point from California, where citizens cost Governor Newsom breaking his own draconian COVID lockdown orders to eat at fancy restaurants. They weren't allowed to eat out, but he sure did. He was flagrantly violating his own rules, and now they've gathered enough signatures to recall him. And how about those Cuomo brothers in New York? Both have been outed as hypocrites. Chris violated quarantine when he was sick, despite lecturing the rest of us. And Me Too Andrew? He was caught in a hot water sexual harassment scandal. The accusations are pretty serious. At one point, the far left held this guy up as a model for dealing with the pandemic. And there was talk that he would even run for president. Now, even communist New York Mayor de Blasio is calling for Governor Cuomo to resign in disgrace. What happened? Their hypocrisy was exposed. This really is a powerful weapon and one we must start using. The Achilles heel of communism is that the people in power aren't any good at sharing. The Politburo in the Soviet Union lived lavishly while the rest of the people struggled. That's true every time. For example, Hugo Chavez, he promised prosperity to the people of Venezuela through communism. He started as the son of poor school teachers. He promised to use socialism to spread the wealth of his country to all its citizens. But what happened? Venezuela, once one of the wealthiest nations in the world, is now among the poorest. The Venezuelan currency is worth less than toilet paper. Hyperinflation has destroyed any semblance of prosperity. But one interesting thing, when Chavez, the man of the people, died, he left a multi-billion-dollar inheritance to his daughter, Maria Gabriela Chavez, now among the wealthiest women in the world. She has an estimated $4 billion in cash, plus all her investments. And another Chavez associate, Alejandro Andrade, Venezuela's former Treasury Ministry, reportedly has $11.2 billion in Swiss bank accounts. Who knew that communism paid so well? It is truly like George Orwell's Animal Farm. All animals are equal, just some animals are more equal than others. The key message is to watch out for those politicians who promise to spread the wealth and yet somehow become very wealthy while in office as public servants on modest salaries. Yes, I'm talking about the Clintons, the Bidens, Pelosi, Schumer, Harry Reid, and others. Then we have the story of the Black Lives Matter founder buying millions of dollars in lavish homes and property. From the New York Post on April 10th. As protests broke out across the country in the names of Black Lives Matter, the group's co-founder went on real estate buying binge, snagging 4 high-end homes for $3.2 million in the U.S. alone, according to property records. Patrice Concullers, 37, also eyed property in the Bahamas at an ultra-exclusive resort where Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods both own homes. The Post has learned. Luxury apartments and townhouses in this area are priced between $5 million and $20 million. We also can expose the hypocrisy of the whole left that would lie to us about Hunter Biden, cover up what appears to be truly criminal activity, and then promote him on talk shows as some kind of hero. It's blatantly in your face, and the American people should not put up with it. Hunter Biden has become wealthy, trading on his family name, working in Ukraine and China. At the same time, his father has made promises to spread the wealth in the United States. How is that different from Hugo Chavez and his daughter Maria? Of course, the media itself is filled with hypocrisy.